Okay, what's going on? Grand Rising. Today is Monday, June the 17th, 2024. And what we're going to be looking at is obviously here the futures market. We already had the open. We had to switch over to a couple different to make sure we are on the front runner contract. Now that we for sure are, we're going to be watching this price and being patient here. Not really seeing anything yet, but I'm still kind of just focusing up here. So okay. So we do have that higher time frame target that we want, like 19,750s. And then if we were to get continuation of bullish dollar, that would help it out, I think, a little bit too. But as of right now, this price is already kind of taken off, so I'm gonna take some notes here. Those equal lows look really good right there as well, relatively equal. And so now they're already kind of printing the price I want to see. But like I said, I wasn't really ready yet. So okay, so price has already fallen pretty fast. So there was nothing I could really do with how I had this set up. You had 830, two price went back below the open, and you're having it push back up. So this 5 minute play could be in, which I will be looking for here because I do want that higher time frame target to the downside. So let me move this out of the way. So make sure this is all right here. And I want that 5 minute open. So stop loss is going to be let's say 970s here for right now. So we'll see how this 15 and 5 play out. But the other two are showing a little bit of weakness on their 15s. So with that same formation almost in a sense. Let me check this one here. Sub Dow, excuse me, Dow and ES are actually showing signs of weakness. And this one is just breaking down. So wow, I mean that was so fast. Unfortunately, I wish I could have been a part of this. But prices are pushing down here on NQ really fast. So I'm gonna move this because I'm gonna rearrange what I want, but the first 5 minute close was a sign of weakness. So okay, so yeah, so the most bearish one that we have is going to be NQ right now. And she's just taking off. So I mean, there's nothing for me personally to just sit here and be like, oh, I'm gonna, um, just factor myself into it right now. I do have a target area, and so I'm gonna start marking up some of these areas. Yeah, 19.9. Oops. Oh, okay. 19.8. Let's do this right after. Okay, so I like how price is coming back up on my 15 and 5 situation here. If price can continue to make this way to the downside, then we'd like to play this 5-minute area. We're back to market open. We just tapped that area here. So I would say this would be your risk, whatever the high of this candle is, which is 19,965. So let's look at that area. 965. Take profits are going to be below 900. So let's just put 850 for now. And then we want to watch the timing here. So 5-minute area, not in the 1 minute location, but we're getting closer, okay, to what I like to see personally. Now the other two are showing a little bit of strength on those 15s, so kind of interesting to see what they're trying to do here. So I'm waiting for price to get back maybe above that New York Open would be really nice. And then our stop loss, we would start looking at the high 74, 75 quarter. And that location is perfect right there. So I'm really watching this area here. Love for price to go touch that 958 at least. That'd be really nice. So ES 15-minute strength, YM kind of showing that 15-minute strength. Now we currently are above New York Open. So let's see what we get here, because we don't want to get, joysticked either. But I like this area. Oh wow, I'm literally late to the party there just a little bit. I thought I was still above New York, but we'll have our stop loss right at this high here. And then basically what we're doing is essentially trying to play that lower position to the downside. So we're accepting the risk of that. We already had the weakness, so we're wanting to see this area play out to the downside here. And then we have those higher time frame targets, which are going to be on a higher time frame, but we're pretty bullish, so we'll see. Okay, so still just watching this area. Like I said, we'll see what can happen and how we're going to manage potentially. But I do think that this could sell off from the 5-minute perspective here. Okay, so I'm watching these other prices. Dollar's not really giving me, I would say, like a super amount, a lot of like evidence of what I want to do. So it's really just coming down to this intraday type of setup. I like my 5-minute location, which was like above market and above New York, which I thought when I clicked the button, it was right there. So I might start doing limits on these accounts. And then ES showing strength, YM's kind of showing some strength off that 15 minutes. So, and then we have our bigger time frame target on the 1 hour of 19,750s, I would say. Which would be really nice to get to, potentially. Okay, so we want to see price go back below point of interest and that half level 19,950. If it's gonna go lower to 19,900 or lower, you don't really want to see too many more closes above the New York Open, because then they're probably gonna attack the shorts before going lower. So it's really gonna come down to me like this first 15-minute close that's showing weakness is the 5-minute pushing away from point of interest. And if those things are aligning, I think we could have a nice fall down to like 19,850s or 19,800s. So I'm not gonna get excited because I am coming off of like being slaughtered the last 2 days. So this is looking good though. We can break this low right here. I would say that 5-minute play was really nice. 15-minute play looks really good. And then we're getting ready to close this candle. So we have lower lows being created in the marketplace. So I could definitely see us possibly pushing that area. ES not really showing us those signs. And then YM kind of showing strength. So I like the 1 hour play and I just like our target more than anything on NQ. I'm trying to know where this price is here. Yeah, so you'd want to see that 5-minute price was a pretty good close. 15-minute close weak. So that's a good sign. So now it's just really about will they maintain that weakness or are they going to start to accumulate off this higher low 19,937s? So not really seeing any weakness on the other two. But we'll see. We'll keep watching that 15. I think our area can be like 19,900 would be really nice. Obviously we want to get down to at least 100 points. It's like the 950s would be even better. But entry was a pretty good location, like I said, especially on 5-minute. That's one of my bigger focuses. So that'll be interesting to see what they do. Price looks good right there. So that's what we'd like to see. We're just going to continue to watch that 15 and 5 though. And watching Nvidia and Tesla and Apple, Tesla's showing some strength, Apple looking kind of strong as well. So we'll see what they decide to do here. But our focus is this accumulating, right? You know, they could be because that looks like a higher low. But you know, the 15-minute lower low just kind of shows me that they could definitely go to the 19.9s potential. So if we can break down to that 19,900, I'll probably cover this position, some of it to New York Open. So like to like right here, I'll go ahead and cover a position right above that high, because we are pushing pretty fast in our favor, which is really good. Let's just see if we can go ahead and push the rest. Okay, really good price so far. So I like how we're moving to start the day. And I just want to take a little screenshot of this really fast of the entry. Now it is a little early. So what I'm probably going to do, just to make sure I'm taking from this market, is I'm going to partial some of this possibly, or trail my risk into profit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to add a buy stop right here. Trade buy stop, buy stop. And I'm going to do one. Okay, one buy stop. And then what we're going to do is make that modify down to one. And so, like I said, I just want to take a step forward today. We are pushing very quickly down to our area. So I do like that. Let's see here. So ES is moving pretty fast, and then this is moving pretty fast as well. So I like it. So what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and watch this to my area because I do think we have a higher time frame target. So I like that 15-minute price still. I like that 5-minute price from that area. It's just, can we continue to break down below 1900? So for me, what I'm going to do today is I'm actually going to trail this here in a second. But right now, let's see what the time is. 5-minute closes. It's still looking pretty good. So let's buy back some of this at the right time here. So I want to manage this and keep watching right now. So just being patient here. ES showing weakness. YM is screaming to the upside. Okay. So I'm just basically sitting here ready just in case I need to buy back one of these, which I'm probably about to, at this 20 level here, just in case. So still watching here, looks pretty good to get down to our potential target. And so we're just wanting to see how these 5 minutes are going to close. So I still like the price right now. Just want to see how it's going to close here. So what I want to do in this position, because I do think we have that higher time frame target, is I'm going to protect some of this position like this. All right. So basically like a break even position on half the position. And then what I'll do is I'll trail the risk down to right above New York Open for the rest. So it's either going to be, a small loss or the win. And I may, like I said, still take some of this move off. I don't really want to, but I may just do it just in case. But I still think we're so close to getting to the area we want to get to, so I'm just gonna be patient. Then you have ES showing weakness as well. YM kind of broke up to a 38,980 level, so I think we can. I think we could maybe topple over, but this 15 minutes holding pretty good, I would say. So me personally, what I want to do is just because I don't like how the price action is on a Monday, is I almost want to buy some of it back. I'm going to buy some of it back right there. And then what I'm going to do is cancel this one down because that's not my risk. And my risk is where it's at. So I canceled some down to secure some profits. And then I've protected the rest of this position here. So we'll see what happens. The risk on the trade right now currently is at about 10 points, a little less. So 952 is the entry, stop loss is 958. So if it was to come all the way back up there, like I said, I mean, I would want to be out of the trade personally. And then our entry is where now 52. So yeah, we're looking for like at least a 100+ point gain. And personally, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this to the lower extremity of the range. So I may have partialed a little early, which is fine. I'd rather take than take for me. And if we can break, like we went lower low, lower high, lower low, we come up here and make another lower high, I'll trail this to break even on the remainder, and then we'll start shooting for that higher time frame target. Like how much would that be? 50. It's 2. And then basically hitting that next 50. Very nice. Okay. So let me take some notes here while I have a chance. So those first 15-minute closes are pretty weak. So that's why I'm willing to hold this part of the trade. Okay. The price is showing quite a bit of strength, so I'm glad we partialed the move down because it's not showing that they want to go lower right now at this time. So um, that's just the type of market that we're in. You know, the market likes to buy up, buy up, buy up, buy up. So I like to protect myself now on these type of positions. Strength 100. Okay, so price not looking too good for the remainder. Just saying, I mean, I don't see anything that's just like, you know, spot on. Plus, I wouldn't want to have my risk all the way at 74 with an entry at 52. So they're probably going to come up and tap this order. So with them coming all the way back, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and probably close this out um, and look for another position. Because if this works out, cool. But if not, I just don't want to be susceptible to any more losses or anything. So right now it's a green day. So if they continue to rally this any higher, then I'll have to reevaluate. But as of right now, the order that I have personally at that New York Open, I don't like how it was looking, you know, the way that they were pushing into it. Now that could be when we go back on the recording, that could be the mitigation area, right? That could have been the perfect area for, you know, price to leave your risk in this area. But I just personally did not like the risk at that area. So one thing I'm doing, if I feel a certain way, I'm gonna act on what I feel. So price is pushing up. It would have stopped us out if we wouldn't have done that. As of right, well, still not yet, but close. And we'll see what we get here at 9 a.m. But price, you know, since New York Open has really went nowhere. Price opened at 19,958, and we're back to 19,950. So we're really just right back to where we started, which is fun. Mm-hmm. So this type of price right here, I will say, is crazy to me. 15.5. I mean, we did come down with that candle. When you look at the 5 by itself, now this is the area I would anticipate that if it's going to drip, it came all the way back to New York Open. So this is where I'd like to attempt a trade, right? With my stop at this high, 19,958 and a quarter. Okay, so I like how this is starting to look. Now it's just all about how's it going to form, right? And give me the chance to add in. So let's say we add in here. Our stop is now when you want our stop right there at the high of the market. And so if this works, great. It's in a better positioning of the other trade. And if it works out, that's even better because, like I said, the location is better. The timing is great. And so it's actually the location we truly wanted, which was the New York Open, being able to put that risk 74 counting down 64 54 would be a good 20-point risk. So this setup might be a little bit more dangerous just because of how that wick is set up right here. But I do like this area. So let's see here. 48, that's a 10-point risk. And that would be, yeah, so we'll stick with that one for now. And so if we can slip on down, like I was saying, to the buy limit areas, that'll be great. They gave us right under 50. Okay, so just watching this area. Price is pretty tight here, I will say, but if it respects that New York Open or like 19,950, and we start pushing lower quickly, I think that we're gonna push away from point of interest. If not, then they'll just go and I think take the high of day and we'll go up and break through the 20K level. But I think because we hit the 20K level, we're due for some fall and at least to 18 or something 18, 19,950s, 19,850, excuse me. Wow. So that's kind of what we're looking at here to get to. Okay. So we just want to see what price is going to do, if it's going to fall over here at this 19,950, or if it's just going to hold. It's been a very tricky market the last few weeks, so we're just kind of wait on price action closures to see. ES showing a little bit of 15-minute weakness. So we shall see if we want to continue to make highs. Dollar not really giving me any information personally. And this looks like it wants to top tick me out to the upside, unfortunately. And so if they do that, and they do rally this higher, I may be done on this account, actually. I'm about to look. But I'm trying to stick to like 400 to 600 or 150K. So they top tick this and just tap that New York, I'd be a little upset. But if they just continue to rally it higher and then go make new highs, that just is what it is. But I don't really see them stopping right now, especially because they're closing back above the half level. So if they were pushing below it and closing below it, that would be great. But right now, that 5 minute just closed and basically made a new high. So they do have permission to go attack the wick and then go attack the highs at this point after seeing that. So I just don't like that as much, really will say. Unless we can print below all points of interest and that half level, then it's difficult the way the 1 hour looks. So yeah, for that, I mean, this has just been the same way the last few weeks. The 1 hour won't, it fails to go lower. They keep making the bullish price action and making it very difficult, right? So that 15-minute wick is turning into that 5 minute dump, and they dump people, and then you're getting the 1 minute mitigation. So we'll see what we get for the rest. Maybe it continues to start to break down here. But I'm just not for sure. And so I don't want to take multiple shots to figure it out. And so, yeah, could have partialed, I think, a little bit more on the first down part. No, I do like that price is above New York, so that would be my only second attempt, but the other two just aren't showing me that sign right now. It's just showing me, since that closer on 5 minute, it's just showing me more strength to possibly attack up into there. So we'll probably sit here for about 10 more minutes and see if we see anything that looks like, something I want to take. But if they end up just buying this up, I'm fine. Taking a look at dollar index here really quick. Like I said, it still looks really strong to me. So I do want to frame up stuff at or above New York Open here. 19,996. I'm trying to use the stop loss high here. 9,966. 966.75. Okay. And so the take profit should be in the 850s. Okay. And then we want to do two. So like I was saying, right here, we're not really seeing anything that would show us that stuff on that small time frame. And so I wouldn't want my risk really to be here. I'd want it to be at this 5-minute high. So I don't like how that's starting to frame up already again. But I'm going to stay ready here because I do have a feeling that sometimes they do fail the price in this area and you just need to be ready. And so I want to be able to get price if it goes above New York Open as well. Like if it dips below and then comes back, then I'd like to possibly grab it. But as of right now, that 5-minute price is looking higher open, higher close. And then this 15 is looking to close pretty strong. So I'm just kind of be patient here. That's here. Nothing going on there. Since we exited the value, still inside value, this could be a response sensitivity short from adversary range high. So what I have is my first typo. So find the entries. Do it set up. Okay, so we're at point of interest, but I just don't see anything as of right now, as if they're gonna sell it off. It almost looks like I said, ever since that 19,920 levels, that price is just buying up pretty quickly. So being patient here. Now, if they slip up like they're doing here and they go above into the 20K range, I may look for something up there. But as of right now, this trade's invalid. I don't see it anymore. Unless they were starting to break down there, then I may have looked for it. But as of right now, it's just popping. Okay, so price is pretty bullish, since that capitulation to the downside. I would say at wow, it's really pushing down 845 into 850. I mean, it just pushed down really quickly. And so now ever since then, prices rallied up tremendously. And let me take a look here at this 4-hour. 4 hours looking really strong as well now. So and we were just bullish, so there's really nothing you can do when you're just been so bullish like this. But watching this 1990 high, just kind of seeing what they do here. Because I do like potential sell-offs on that 15, that 1 hour 15.5. How it's all lining up. So bullish. Do you want to be short of this? One day, let this roll over less volume. So ES finding a lot of strength on that 15 to the upside right now, pushing pretty quickly. Um, so let's frame up this area 978. Profits are 850s. We're just kind of looking in that area. Now we're just looking for something that would show us that there's a potential. Right now, like I said, I want to see it off the open, like a 19,980 or like a slip into the 50% of this area, the 990s. So as of right now, I don't see anything that's just showing me like, okay, yes, that's what I want to do. So I'm just being patient here and really watching this area. But that 15 looks so strong into this last sub candle right now, and that 5 minute is super strong too. So if we don't say anything by like 9:15 here in about a few minutes or 9:20, I'll probably call it a day because I don't want to just keep looking for nothing. So 9:15 candles looking really strong. Our eyes are also going to be focused right here on this up candle here. And then you obviously have this one, which the 50% would be where there's no wick here, 19,991. So if you don't see the signal in here, you may see it right under that 20,000 level inside that 50%. So that's what I'm going to be patient for as well. But I do think there's a high chance that they may not be able to break this London high. But I'll wait and see this 5 minute structure to try to get a little bit more better price action in there. Because we're bullish. I don't want to just take stabs into it for no reason. Okay, so this is more of what I personally like to see on a 5 minute. Just don't like those highs, so we'll wait for this close. This close, I feel like once they slip these equal highs, they're or London highs, they're not really like equal, but they're pretty good. That there might be a chance, but we need a 5 minute signal really to enter. Okay, so 5 minute not showing me anything, 15 not showing me anything. That was a super strong close from 9 to 9:15. So it's like, why would they stop for that London high liquidity at this point, potentially? And I'm gonna pull this out of the way. So if there's a setup today, maybe I'll find it, maybe I won't. But for the recording side today, um, I think I'm getting ready to be done because I just don't really have anything now. What we could see later, right, like 9:30, end of 9, going into 10, is price play this level here, and then there might be shorts in this area. But as of right now, currently, most of the stop losses from overnight are going to be sitting at the high 20,012. right? So there's no signs of weakness there. So maybe if you get it right in here, right, 15.5 area, then maybe it'll happen, but not for sure. So with that being said, you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys on the next one.